Hello, I'm Fox. Welcome to This Month in Things. Every month, we try to bring you some interesting and noteworthy information you need on IoT. It's always quick, useful, and informative. Let's dive in. The Finnish Millennium Technology Prize was founded in 2004. The prize is focused on innovations that have practical applications. The recent winner was a Finnish materials physicist named Timo Santula, and he received an award worth 1 million euros. Santula is behind the innovation that helps all of our devices, especially the ones in IoT, be as small as possible. In 1974, he developed a technology called atomic layer disposition. This technology is used to make processors, chips, and memory small enough in size while being high performing. Though his invention was so critical, until today he hasn't profited much from its mass usage. Although he is now retired, he will be finally recognized for his groundbreaking work. This month, the Arduino team released two new boards. These two new boards fall under the MKR family, which is Arduino's smaller, sleek hardware. The first board uses an ESP32 base module manufactured by U-Blocks. This gives it support for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It's called the MKR Wi-Fi 1010. The second board is a cellular-based board called the MKR NB1500. It will support both Cat M1 and NB-IoT. Both will be available this month. Android Things is a version of Android designed explicitly for IoT devices. This month at Google I/O, Android Things 1.0 was released. The update included support for new system-on modules, over-the-air updates, a long-term support policy, and new hardware interfaces. Google even shared devices that use Android Things in production, like LG's new smart speaker and a new smart display from Lenovo. Privacy will be the topic of the decade. One way to help mitigate the issues we're seeing is to develop standards that companies can follow and use as a guide while they're developing products. The International Standards Organization, or ISO, is working on a new privacy standard for consumer goods. They want to ensure that privacy is considered throughout the design of a product and its entire life cycle. With these new standards, ISO plans to help consumers build confidence while buying connected products. Amazon has had great success with the dash buttons. The current dash buttons are Wi-Fi based. However, AT&T wants to use the power of cellular to make these buttons even more valuable. Having these buttons use cellular makes much sense because not only will they work out of the box with no configuration, the buttons can work in places that don't have Wi-Fi, like underground. AT&T hopes to target enterprises which will use these buttons to create new services and add value for their customers. The buttons are available now in the AT&T Marketplace. Last month, the Losant team was in Santa Clara, California for IoT World 2018. Here's a quick look at the awesome demos we had in the booth. All right, we are back on Fox on the Floor. Now you guys get to see the Losant demos. We wanted to wait till the conference was over, so let me take you through it. Come on. So this is our smart factory. So what we want to do was give you guys an example of how our customers use Losant with a really cool example and use case. So this factory, most of the time when we found that when these machines do fail, it's either bearing or misalignment. We can't really simulate the bearing, but we can for sure simulate the misalignment. So we can kind of misalign this axle here. And what this is doing is it's using Losant Edge. Here, this workflow is running on this Edge device. What this workflow is doing is every 5 seconds, it's reading serial from the vibration, which is about 3,000 data points, the perfect data you don't want to send to the cloud. Then we're executing the machine learning model locally and then sending that confidence level up to the cloud. So here we can kind of see that our axle has now been misaligned and we can detect that. Best of all, with Losant cloud workflows, we can do things like trigger a technician and build applications on top of this data. Now, for the big demo, we have this huge engine in the middle of our booth, and I have somebody special for here. This is Dylan. He is an engineer on the Losant team, and he's going to walk you through our engine demo that features augmented reality.
Yeah, so how are we doing? So we've got a diesel power generator right here, and of course these things need maintenance every once in a while. Right now, you're actually sending a tech out every couple of weeks. They're plugging into the CAN bus port, which is publishing all the information on the oil pressure, the rotations per minute, temperature, things like that. Well, that's a pretty expensive to send somebody out there, and most of the time they're plugging in, they're reading it's fine, and they're going home.
Right.
Instead, we're going to hook up a cellular gateway that's going to run the Losant Edge agent on the device. It's going to plug into the CAN bus port, and we're going to read all that data in real time and push it up to the Losant platform. What we have here with the augmented reality demo, that a tech can actually come out to the field, pull something up like this to a two-dimensional barcode, and here's all the data that's coming off the engine right now. In this particular demonstration, we're saying the battery voltage is starting to drop. Okay, we need to take care of that, and I'll pop open the shell and take a look. So we take this device right here. Usually when the voltage is dropping, the first thing you want to check is the alternator. Let's go take a look at the alternator.
Look at that.
Yeah. Obviously not enough amps coming out. Okay, there's two options here. I can try to repair it. Let's get the data sheet out. The schematic. Maybe I can do it on the spot, and if not, I can always order a new part, and look, here's where I can go pick it up. So using this augmented reality, we're enhancing the experience of the tech who's on the scene, and on top of that, only dispatching them when we really have a problem with the engine.
Right. See, Losant, we provide you guys the tools to build awesome connected solution. And these are just two examples. There are many more. Make sure you guys reach out to us and we can tell you all about it. All right, thank you guys for joining me for this special edition of This Month in Things. Make sure you guys subscribe using the link below. Until next time, stay connected.